Well, hello there, and welcome to another show. Today I am showing you a 3D print. We're going to paint this up today. This is a little goblin chef. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I met the guy who designed this miniature on Facebook, and it's Squid inked minis, and it was sculpted by Macbeard Miniatures. So I'll leave links below the video to if you want to buy this sculpt. You can get it on my mini factory and a few other places, but definitely I'll leave all the links below the video if you're interested in getting yourself a little goblin chef. Now, I dusted off my 3D printer and I got this printed up yesterday, so today I'm going to give this a little undercoat of white, and I'm going to give this a little paint, and we'll do this together. Very simple little paint. As most of you know, I used to be a chef before I got into full-time miniature painting. I was a chef most of my life. Sadly, I had to leave chefing because I've got IBS and I'm gluten free, so unfortunately I wasn't able to taste the food anymore in the restaurants, and of course if you can't taste the food, you can't be a chef. I mean, I'd be okay working in a restaurant that was gluten free only, but of course you don't find many of those. Okay, so I'll give this a little undercoat of white and then I'll come back and we'll make a start. Okay, so we got the undercoat on. Now I use Dragon White by MSP Paints, and this gives a good undercoat. And now, because I'm an old git, I have to wear these overglasses all the time now. I can see okay with my old glasses, but I actually need these magnifying glasses. I did a little review a while back, and they're actually really nice because I can actually fit them on the end of my nose. So I can look through the top of the glasses and see what I'm doing on the video, but I've also got that little bit of help to see the miniature. Now, because it's a chef miniature, I'm going to have a white hat and a white chef's jacket. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint that with vampiric skin. So that'll be the undercoat for the actual hat and the jacket first. And what we can do then is, once we've added this vampiric skin, we can go back over with our white, and what will happen is this color here will be the shadows on the white. Also works well with all your cloaks and everything else, but this is a nice way to add a little bit of shadow to the white, which I'll show you in a second how we do that. I've got to make sure it's in focus and on the video as well. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to having these glasses on and making sure everything's in focus on the video. So please excuse me if it's a little bit off. This is what happens when you get old. Everything everything becomes so much more difficult. There we are. Yeah. So we're just adding this lovely colour, only to the areas that's going to be the outfit. Okay, we're going to do it over here. Okay. Good. Right, I shall let that dry, and then we'll come back and we'll highlight that with the white, and that'll look nice. Okay, let's get some of the other colours in. Let's block in these colours. I got some Lead Belcher by Games Workshop. I'm going to use for the metal areas. It's just nice and easy, blocking in all the colours. It does take a little bit of getting used to wearing magnifying glasses because the magnification is focused on one area of the miniature, and of course you move your head in a different position and it goes all blurry, but I highly recommend these glasses if you are struggling with your eyes. I mean, sadly, once you get to a certain age, your eyes do start to give up on you. But these are really nice. But like I say, you just got to get used to looking at other things. Luckily, with my glasses, I can see a little bit better. But it does take a little bit of getting used to. But once you do get used to them, they really are. They are helping me so much. Like I say, I haven't tested them for a long period, so we'll give it another 6 months, and then I'll give you another review on how I've got on with these over glasses. I know you can get better ones and more expensive ones, or you can get a big screen, but I just wanted something simple enough that could just go over my glasses. That'll do the job, and these really have done exactly what it says on the box. Okay, so a little bit of metal on there. Now we shall be adding some of my favourite brown, and I think you all know what colour that is. That's the Wood Stain Brown by Reaper Miniatures, and this is for the base here, because the base has actually got a wood effect, so we shall just add this to the top of the base. In the future, I shall be doing a minimum of 1 video a week, and I'll be releasing it every Friday. So Fridays are now going to be my day to release any videos I make. I mean, some weeks I might make more, but at the moment I'm just sticking to 1. I need to step back a little bit from YouTube. It can get very stressful out there. You're trying your best to make decent content and videos, but there's so many people doing the same thing now. It's almost becoming a pointless thing to do. I do love doing it so much, and I won't stop. But it does get very difficult when you're just one of thousands, and I'm not having a pop at any other creators, because every single person who does miniature painting or any creative content on YouTube, doesn't matter if you're super famous or you're just starting, it's really difficult for everybody. So if anybody does really well, then good on you, because it really is such a hard thing. I've been doing it 4 or 5 years, no, maybe more than that, the YouTube videos. But it is very difficult to kind of get something that's different, but that's all we can do. We can try our best and keep doing what we do, and that is painting our beautiful miniatures. Okay, we've got this nice green. It's going to be the skin, just added here. I mean, this is where these glasses really come into play, because I can see all the details really well. There'll be many times where I would miss parts of the miniature, and I didn't even know I'd missed them, because I didn't see. If you can't see all the details on everything you're painting, then of course you're going to miss parts of the miniature, because your eyes aren't seeing what you're supposed to see. So this really is improving my painting lots and lots and lots. This miniature is nice, simple little miniature to paint. It's not super high detail, but it's enough that it stands out. And of course, I love anything to do with chefs, and anything to do with goblins and chefs. Well, I could not resist it. I zoomed over to the website and bought the 3D print for this. Some things I can't say no to. I'm trying to cut back on my spending on the miniatures because I really do have too much to paint now. And I think I've said it quite a few times now. I won't be backing any more Kickstarters because it's just not worth it for me anymore. I got a whole house full of miniatures that I know I'll never paint, and so it comes a time where you have to say, well, hang on a second, am I ever going to paint this, or is it going to just stay in the box? And the fact that a lot of my miniatures that I've bought are going to stay in the box, I need to, have a really good think about what's going on and where the future is going to be for miniature painting. So if I do back any Kickstarters in the future, they will have to be mega special, because I can't just throw away my money now. And of course I need to paint all the miniatures that's in my collection. Okay, that's fantastic. I will finish off doing the base coat, and then we'll come back and we'll add that white to the hat. So I'll show you how to highlight the actual hat and the jacket to make it look more like a chef's jacket. Okay, let's start adding some of this white. We're using dragon white again, and we'll start highlighting the hat. And what we're doing, we're going to the highest points and just add in our white. A bit like painting a pumpkin, really, but with different colours. There we are, simple as that. Leaving that nice undercoat just showing through a little bit. And we can add some white here. And the key is just to make a very slight shadow where the lines would be. And you can go around as many times as you want to make it brighter and brighter. Now I'm going to do the same with the chef's jacket, and we just start working our way over the chef's jacket. And the recesses, then we just leave them unpainted, so that gives us our shadow in the deepest recesses of the jacket. And again, keep on highlighting as needed. There we go, perfect. Okay. Just let that paint dry a little bit more. And we shall carry on. For the skin, I am going to use the original green, and I'm just going to mix it with a little bit of white, and that'll be our highlight. Very simple highlight. Just same green, and make it lighter. I add in white on my palette, and we'll just add that to the nose, tops of the ears, cheekbones, and the chin. It's a very simple highlight to do, but it's enough to make the face stand out a lot more. Very nice. And again, we'll do the same with the toes. Just go over the toes with the lighter colour. On the top there. Same with the fingers. Just a tiny little highlight. Like so. Back of the hands. The knuckles. Back of the ear. A little bit of light sauce hitting the back of the ears there. Okay, that looks fab. Right, what we'll do is we'll go straight into the eyes and get those eyes done. Now, eyes are very, very simple for this one. Let me see if I can find a nice tiny little weeny brush. This one will do. Again, for the eyes, we're just going to use some white, and we're just going to put that into the back of the eye first. Just like so. And I'm just going to use the brown. We'll give the Goblin nice big brown eyes. There we are. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to finish this miniature off, and I'm going to show you the completed miniature.